First off, welcome to the team.
Thank you. Very glad to be part of it.
I've already had asked on Twitter how you pronounce your name, so just for everyone to know it, how you pronounce it.
Cian.
Cian, all right.
So like a key and then
That's what I said as well.
Easiest way to do it.
Yeah, perfect. So just to start off, kind of just describe the type of player you are for somebody who might not know.
Type of player. Play point guard position. Played it my entire life. I like to get others involved in the game. I don't primarily have to be a primary scorer. I kind of like to feed my team, make sure they're all involved. I think that's the best way to kind of get the team ethic together. If needs be, I can score. So,
and just kind of knowing that the ball's in your hand, you're the one who runs the offense. You know Neil quite well.
Yeah.
Worked with him at Myers Co. Can you just kind of talk about his philosophy and kind of how he's worked with you to either improve your game?
Yeah. Neil's had a big impact on my game this year. Definitely in how actually to read the game as a one. I feel like coming to Myers Co, I've really developed in terms of maturity, in terms of reading the game, and being able to see when maybe to slow a game down. I struggled with that at the start of the year in terms of pace. I've really developed that. Really trying to work hard on when we should push, when we should slow down. So Neil's been a big factor as well as that physically, pushed me physically because I was small when I got here. And I'm an undersized guard in terms of height, so he's been a real influence on trying to build myself for a men's game.
And being that kind of undersized guard is never, a downfall to be, small.
Yeah.
They've been good, successful small guards. But using that kind of speed, you have to adapt to a different style.
Yeah.
How have you kind of gone about that?
The big thing for me was working on my physicality, pretty much my strength when I got to Myers School. It's had a real impact in terms of playing against those more athletic guys and able to hold my own now. As well as that, I'm really interested in working with some of the players here, like Steve Gill, really seeing how they've read the game, they've been around the men's league, and really developing off them. I'm going to learn as much as I can, pick their brains, literally day in, day out. They're going to be tired of me.
And with that, you're coming into the senior league now. Obviously that's a big transition. Bigger guys, older guys, people who've been around, for many, many years. Just being able to be around them, learning from them, and then just being able to play against them. How do you think that's going to develop your game, being so young still?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like, I'm still young. I still have a whole lot to learn. Like as I said, I'm going to be on them day in, day out. I want to know what they know. That's how I'll get to the next level. I want to know what they know, and they can really help me stride.
And that kind of change going from under-19s to playing with men, what kind of do you see as a challenge, and how do you think you're going to kind of overcome those?
Overcome one thing, physicality. Like, it's a more athletic league. They're smarter with their physicality, so I think I really need to work on my brain as a player and be able to adapt to situations where maybe I'm not as strong as the guy, but I know I can still hold my own. I can take him. So yeah, I think for me, I'm still gonna have to develop physically, but it's also getting that awareness that wait, the guys around me are here to help, and I can really help work off them.
And with that, you've got a really good IQ, basketball IQ. You see the game, you see the court really well.
Yeah.
What kind of goes into that? Is it a lot of film study kind of things, watching other teams? How do you kind of go about getting that kind of IQ up? I mean, sometimes it's natural.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's natural for you.
For me, I've developed it watching a lot of players. I like to watch kind of old school basketball. John Stockton was a big influence on like how to read a game, how to see it. And then Neil this year has been just in my ear telling me, look, make sure you see this, read this. But yeah, literally it's just game film, study it. And it's getting to know players and teammates, like getting to know how they like to play, maybe where they like to receive it, where they don't. It's really just getting to know the teammates, and then that'll build as you gradually go. Yeah.
And knowing that it's kind of in you to know how your players, the other teammates like to get the ball, receive the ball at different spots. Is that kind of more pressure on you to, pay attention to what they're doing?
I'll quote my dad here. My dad said, "Pressure are for tires." So like I relish that. I love trying to get with people, learn what they like to do, and reading people off of them, and knowing that hey, I'm in control, and I've got your back. I've got you. If you're there, I'll get you. I enjoy that part of the game, and that really gets me going as a player.
And knowing you're kind of a pass-first type of guard, you really like to get others involved. When it comes to scoring, can you talk a little about how you enjoy getting to the rim, maybe, or if you like being on the outside?
Yeah, I like getting to the rim's great. It's brilliant. Like it's going to be more harder in this more athletic league, bigger guys. I like that outside shot. I mean, I'll shoot it if I'm there. I'll shoot that all day.
Is that something you kind of continually work on, knowing?
Yeah. Knowing that I'm not undersized guard, I have to work on my outside game. So I work on that perimeter shot. Yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
And kind of talking about coming to England from Ireland, what's that adjustment been like, and who's kind of been the most important person in that transition?
In that transition, the most important person as a coach was Neil. As a player, I have my twin brother over here, and that was a big push in trying to we could make the transition together. We were here, but it also meant I had someone to go and work day in, day out with. I wasn't on my own. But yeah, it was a much faster game coming to England. There was a more athletic league, so it took a while to get used to. And I feel I'm comfortable in this league. I know what I'm doing over here, and I know I can play.
And you were at the under-18 European Championships in Bulgaria. Can you talk a little bit about how that's kind of helped develop the game, being against people from all over the world?
Yeah, yeah, it was really good. Headed away last year with the under-18 Irish men's team, and played in Sofia, which was a different environment, completely new. Again, it was kind of my first experience of basketball outside of Ireland in terms of competitive nature, and I really enjoyed actually playing against bigger guys from different countries where basketball styles are different and all. I really enjoyed that. And knowing that, hey, I can still do this, it gave me the confidence to continue and kind of come over here and develop, yeah.
And with those kind of different styles, do you kind of pick up on those and say, maybe I can add that into my game? Is that something that you always want to learn?
Without a doubt, you're constantly learning as a basketball player. And I myself, I'm constantly taking things. Hey, if I see this, I'm going to ask you how you done it. If I see this, I really enjoy that part of the game, getting to know other styles and seeing how they can influence me as a player. And
being so young at the minute, you're 19 still, just turned it, and you're coming into this men's league. There's all these different people about. You got Steve Gale, you have Mike Bernard, guys that have played at the highest level.
Yeah.
For you personally, going from the EABL to Division I basketball, the second tier of basketball in Britain, what's that kind of like, knowing that Neil's got confidence in you and Ken's got confidence in you?
I feel very privileged where I am right now. I'm happy to have that staff around me that have that confidence in me. I'm really happy to be part of this program. I'm really looking forward to working with those guys like Mike and Steve who have been around. I'm glad they have confidence in me to reach this level and play at this year.
And what do you know about Lancashire Spinners? Obviously, you know Neil, and you have Ben Myers coaches in Lancashire. So, what have you heard of Lancashire Spinners coming into this?
I heard they got good team ethic, good work ethic. They had a great season last year, and really that all guys are there to push each other, but they're there as a teammate for you if you need their help. So I'm really looking forward to being part of such a great program that's really there for its players.
And they are really into young players. So knowing that they are into young players and you're going to get minutes, you're going to see action.
Yeah.
Just going into there, is there going to be nerves in that first game, or how do you kind of combat, a new scenario?
I think there's nerves when you go to a new place, but it's really, by that time, I'll be settled, I'll enjoy what I'm doing, and really, as soon as the ball gets in my hands, as soon as the whistle goes, the nerves go away. It's just basketball, and at the end of the day, I just love playing it. So, I'm looking forward to that.
And anything that you want to say to the fans that are going to be there? Lancashire Spinners got great fans.
Oh yeah, I've heard so. I can't wait to be in front of them, and let's go get after it next season. Really, looking forward to seeing you all. Let's have a good season.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.